Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brittany and I am a homeschool mom of 3 kids, and we are currently pregnant with our 4th baby. We are going to be, sorry, I ate my last French macaroon that a good friend made me, and they were so good. This is probably the 3rd time that I've tried to film this for you guys, and so I kind of stress ate a French macaroon. But anyway, so we will be starting our homeschool year this July. I like to start in July because a lot of times Independence Day is a good starting off point. This is going to be our 2nd school year where I've been pregnant during it. Magnolia was due in August and we had her in August, so I wanted to get a good month under our belt before I went out with the baby, and we kind of took some time off again, and that really worked out pretty well for us. Last year we really struggled with routine and just kind of keeping up with everything, and that's to be expected with a new baby. However, yes, we're adding another baby this time. This baby is due in December, so we can almost get done with our complete semester by the time that I have the baby, which is what I'm really hopeful for. I do think that we'll continue to homeschool a couple weeks after I have the baby, starting in January again, but we'll probably take the month of December off, so I wanted to go ahead and start in July to get us started. And because we started in July last year as well, we have already had a pretty long summer, so we're kind of all ready to get back to that rhythm and routine of just what to expect during the day. So we'll be starting on July 6th. But this is probably the most effective planner from the looks of it that I've ever found, and it's by the Well Planned Gal. I just found this planner this year. I actually think it was an ad that popped up in my Facebook feed, so usually those things freak me out. Super grateful that it threw it up this time, knowing that I was looking at planners. So this is also a Christian run company from the looks of it, which I love. And I will show you what the inside looks like. I'm really excited. This is not affiliated with them at all. I bought this with my own money, and so I'm super excited to show it to you because I have tried many a planner and many other ways to bullet journal and plan on my own, and I have not found anything that was condensed into one thing that I could use. I constantly was flipping back and forth between maybe even a couple of things, and that was super frustrating for me. So I had found one that I feel like a lot of people use. I believe it was the Happy Planner, which I liked. I think I picked up the wrong one for myself. The layout was not right for me. However, I was gonna have to go back and get like a teacher planner as well from the company. And I'm just not someone, I love the beauty and the creativity of the stickers and the washi tape and things like that. However, my mind cannot function to try and decorate as well as plan. So my system has formed into more color code, where I use certain colors for certain family members and things like that, and that really helps. So I'm going to be incorporating something like that for my planner this year. A lot of it will be written in pencil because, as you've seen, if we had been trying to write everything in pen during the pandemic, your planner would be a wreck. So it even says that in this planner, please write in pencil. Don't write in pen too far out in advance because you don't know what could be thrown your way, which I love. So I'm going to show you this planner. Let's get started. Okay, so I've covered this up right here because I have filled it out with my personal information already. And then this is different things that we'll be focusing on throughout the year, so that you don't feel like you have to have everything together first thing. And I love that. I love that we're all a work in progress, and so is our school year. So these are all different things that are going to be brought up during the year that we can really just kind of hone in on and make better, which I can just appreciate that so much. I'm very much someone who wants to do it right from the beginning, and then if I don't, I feel like a failure. So I'm going to show you a little bit more in depth on a couple of months what these look like, but I just love that each month is teaching you how to grow and get better. You're not having to do all of this at once. So this is a description of how to start planning and making a habit of it. This goes into great detail with a lot of different things, but it's not too into detail, if that makes any sense. Right here we have sample pages. So this is what your week is going to look like. And as you can see here, you've got Bible, math, history, science, English, and then you've got 8 lines for what could either be like your electives or different lines to write things about that child, different things they may have that day. I love that. I wouldn't have thought to put things like that down here, so I really like that they showed you that, that it can be used for more than just, you know, electives or things like that. So you've got the days that you can check off if that's something you need to do. You'll have a to-do list for the week, reminders, dinner menu to plan your meals, self-care, weekend activities, and then you've got quotes on each week that are inspirational, and I love this one. So right here it finishes out your habit of planning and things that are included in the planner. And then right here, and I especially love this because I will be saving these each year because we have to keep attendance records in North Carolina. But this is also meant to be a keepsake, so you can put a picture of your family here and then circle the ages of your children. And then this is things that you want to remember throughout the year about your school year. So our favorite book that we read aloud was the most requested restaurant. We thoroughly enjoyed watching the movie, you know, X. A game we often played was. So it's different things to remind you of what kind of school year you had, things that you kind of made memories with. Right here is your year at a glance, important holidays and notes. And then you also have numbers that you may need to write down, homeschool co-op, teachers, tutors, things like that. And then websites that you may need to keep track of too, as well as like passwords, odds and ends, and then emergency information. Right here, I love that this is added. I feel like you either get meal planning or you get cleaning help. You never really get both for you and your kids. But this is like a home cleaning list for the week. So I love that. And this is for projects. This is something that I'm just super excited about. And this can be up to 4 kids, but it's daily chore charts. And we will be laminating these, but here's what I love about it. So that I'm not having to make multiple charts for them. One side is chores and then one side is for school. So they can be marking off what they complete each day. So they can have one side for their chores that they can complete, and then they have one side for school. So, and like I said, these are perforated so you can tear them out and then laminate them if you wish. So here, the next part is, the first one is your teacher schedule, and then you have 4 student schedules. So, and then each student schedule has a place for you to put their picture, information like name, grade, age, height, weight, strengths, challenges, and goals for the year, as well as information you may want to put down about the curriculum that you choose. And then additional literature that you may need to be purchasing, and the date and price, and then expenses if this is something that you need to keep up with for your state. But I'll go back to the teacher one. So currently what I'm doing right now is writing down what my day normally looks like anyway with my 3 kids. And then I'm going to go back and just see how I can work homeschool in so that it's fluid during the day and it's not a stressor. And I'll explain in my July video for homeschool what our plan is to ultimately homeschool during the day. I'm excited to tell you guys about that. But I'm kind of just trying to see what my day already looks like so that I'm not setting goals that I can't actually meet or accomplish with school. So that's what I'm doing on mine right now, and then I'll go back and write what my day needs to look like. So we have these schedule pages for kids. You have your July month at a glance, and then notes. So I'm planning on trying to start a book club for elementary students that we're currently friends with or neighbors with that may be homeschooling. So I've got a note to maybe look at what book we want to do for that so that we can meet in August. And then here is the description that I told you about so that you're, working on something each month to get better on. But this is the description for that. And then here is a shopping list page. These are also perforated and they're front and back. So you can actually start grocery lists, school supply lists, things like that. There's 6 for each month. So you get a page like this in every month. I love that. So you can tear them out and take them with you. You've got your around the house page, which is monthly chores for the kids, projects, household needs, and then notes. Need to mark that out. We did that. And this is, I think, my favorite part. So this is a page, I'm going to start over here. This is your reading log, things that each student may need to read for the month. And then read alouds that you all will read together, as well as library books. And then you can write when they're due back. So this is super helpful. And then here is a chart for you to list field trips that you'll be taking that month. And then education goals for the month. But here's something that I especially love, because as much as I really want to be that mom that plans a lot of field trips, I don't have that intuition of like what we should be doing each month. So in each month there is field trips and fun ideas, books to read for that, and then a did you know. So I have utilized this with our U.S. government curriculum that I ordered for July. And so we'll be doing an online tour of the White House. And then I also ordered this book as well as a couple more. I did order the Declaration of Independence to read aloud too. And then I printed off some of the Bill of Rights for copy work. So, and then we're also going to do like some fun recipes for the 4th. So this was a great jumping off point. Just to have some fun things to do to keep it interesting for your kids, which I feel like I've really been missing in our homeschool. And then this is the page that I showed you where the examples were. This is what your weeks are going to look like. So you've got these for the week, and then you turn into August, which has the same layout. You're creating a schedule thing to work on, your shopping lists, the chores around the house, reading, field trips, things like that. And then you've also got your inspirational quotes. But one thing that I found very exciting about this planner was what it had in the middle of the planner. So for December, I've never seen a planner have this along with like teaching and like household things. So this made me super excited. But this is a holiday list of things that you might need to complete. So greeting cards, people that you need to write cards for, a decorating checklist, a decorating shopping list, holiday hopes. What would you like your Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays to involve this year? Events and parties that you need to think about and to plan those. And then just specific broad like holiday plans to write down. And then you've got different sections for each child of gift ideas for them for Christmas. And then the budget for them. What stocking stuffers are you going to get them? Other family and friends and what you're going to buy them. And then the stores that you need to go to, as well as a to-do list. And then you've got one more broad box for that. You also have like an Amazon list, other websites that you may need to purchase off of, notes, and then planning traditions, and a to-do list for that. So not only do you have one to actually specifically go into a store and buy, you have your online stores that you can make lists for too. I just think that was such an amazing thing to add. And then for right here, you have one for 2020 and then one for 2021 in the back of the book. But this one is where you keep a record of your attendance. And then the grades, if you need to keep up with that for your students. And then you have 4 of these as well. So you can keep up if you've got students that are missing days and you're doing it with others, you can keep up with that. So I just have found that this is, this planner they've thought of everything. They really have. But each month is a different color so that you can keep up with where you're at. It has the tabs right through here that you can see. I think they've really thought of everything. So here you have your last attendance records for 2021. And then you have the new year at a glance for 2021, 2022. Important dates to remember then. Plans for that. If you're having to like pre-write things before you get your new planner. And then a review of your students. And so you can see how far they've come, which I love that. And then you can start planning for like the next year's curriculum. Behavior, character, education, things like that. So you've got your education, character, behavior, curriculum ideas, and things like that for each child. And if your state requires that you have report cards for different ages, there's also perforated cardstock pages that you can pull out and use as report cards for your kids. So I think this is amazing. And then there's a note page too for the semester report cards for you. Or excuse me, that's for the student. But this planner has thought of everything. It's beautiful. I feel like this is flexible, can be thrown in a bag, but it's gonna hold. You can see I've already like stacked a lot of stuff on it and been pre-planning. But I hope that this is helpful for you. I have really thoroughly enjoyed getting ideas already from this planner for my new homeschool year. I think this is the most excited I've ever been to start a school year, even being pregnant and knowing that there's going to be a lot of changes coming our way, because this is kind of showing me like you don't have to have everything all together to homeschool when you start. And that's what I love. And you can learn to grow as your kids grow and get better at things each year without feeling like you're failing, which I feel like a lot of moms feel like when they have those off days and things like that. But I just think the field trips and fun parts are really good for when you're tired and you can't do curriculum, but you need something educational to do that day. Every month has great ideas too. Like they're not all go out and do. you know, it's things you can do at home and things like that. So 1 month, I think it's August in 2020, that says it's like a national book month, I believe, in August. And so ideas for that are gift each child a brand new book, watch a reading rainbow, things like that. And then in September, you can do a collage of or a poster that portrays what that child might want to grow up and do as a career because of Labor Day. And I just find those things, I would never have thought to do those simple, fun things with my kids because I'm just trying to make it through day to day. And now I've got ideas of things that are actually attainable and that we can do each day, or if, you know, a few things a month where it keeps it interesting, it keeps it fun, and you're not stressing about how to make it fun when you are constantly looking at Pinterest and feeling discouraged. So along with that, I feel like Gather Around is going to make it a lot of fun because every month is going to be different with a new unit and a new topic for that unit. And then if you want to just kind of take a day and do something different, you've got all these ideas from this planner. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I have enjoyed using this planner already. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what planners have worked for you in the past and what you're going to be using this school year. I love to see what works for other people. So even if it doesn't work for me, I can recommend it to other friends that are in the same struggles as I am and may not be able to use the same things that I can. So I can't wait to hear from you guys. Let me know what you're using, and I will see you next time. Bye.